Hi guys, welcome back. It's Rochelle back with another video today. If you're new to my channel, thank you for joining me. And if you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. I really appreciate your support. Today, I thought I would come on and give you a little update. If you're not following me already on Facebook, I do a lot more personal posts on Facebook. I also share some photos of my journey or my healing. I also do daily posts or inspirational quotes or things like that to get you through the day, or anything that I think that would be very helpful to those of you that are out there trying to heal yourselves. So check out my Facebook page. And again, it's just Get Raw with Rochelle on Facebook. I'm in the process of setting up an Instagram account, but unfortunately broke my cell phone. So really hard to upload photos to Instagram when you don't have a cell phone. So that's been paused for a little bit. So I thought I'd work on my YouTube channel and I'd work on my Facebook page. So anyways, thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I just wanted to give you a little update on where I'm at. So for those of you who've been following me, I'm healing scleroderma, celiac disease, and asthma. My asthma is, I would say, really minimal these days. I only get triggered usually with allergies, like if I'm having a sneezing fit and I just continuously keep sneezing. It also flares sometimes if I'm anxious about something or something's happening that I get nervous about or I'm overthinking, and I'm trying to use my mindfulness techniques to talk myself out of that. My celiac disease, well, I don't eat gluten anymore. I'm basically, I'm plant-based, basically a raw vegan, gluten-free. I do eat cooked foods here and there. Lately, I've been having some cooked foods, which don't really jive with me, but it's just in the circumstance I'm at right now that unfortunately that's just not in the budget. So anyways, my scleroderma is my next point. So I have Crest syndrome, and everybody that has scleroderma, there's variations of what you have. So I get, my main chief, I guess, concern would be the calcium deposits that form on my hands and my feet. My tightness of my face, the red blotches that are here, and the tightness of my skin even. I find it difficult even when I'm at the dentist to open my mouth very far because my mouth or my skin is so tight that it doesn't allow me to do that. But since February, just before my birthday, I unfortunately went to bed one night and 2 o'clock in the morning, the night before I was going back to work, it was family day weekend. I awoke with stabbing pains in the bottom of my foot. And I knew exactly what those pains were. And if you're like me and you have those calcium deposits, you know when they flare, it is extremely painful. However, I knew there was a calcium deposit there that was very small, and it was underneath the my little toe. So right in kind of this part right here. So when you walk, it was like, it felt it here and there, but it wasn't huge like the ones I used to have on the top knuckles of my big toes. Long story short, it flared, developed cellulitis. I went to school the next day, as I'm a teacher, and by noon I could hardly walk. I did take my shoe off, which was probably the wrong thing to do, but my foot was going to sleep because it hurt so bad. So anyways, I ended up to the doctor that night. She gave me antibiotics for the cellulitis, and I was basically bedbound for my birthday. And I have never recovered. I've actually been off since February 20th, and it is now September 6th, and I'm still not back to work. So what have I been doing? Well, unfortunately, the foot flared, and every time I thought it would heal, it would just never heal. And then a couple of days later, it would flare again, and a bunch of stuff would come out of it, and I'd have to have a bandage, and then I wouldn't be able to walk for another week, and then I'd be able to walk a little bit, and then I wouldn't be able to walk a little bit. So it was like, literally like this: heal, not heal, heal, not heal, heal, not heal. And it's extremely frustrating because I'm not somebody that, if you ask my husband or anybody that knows me, I don't like asking for help. I don't like having to rely on anyone anytime. I like to be independent. I like to be able to do things myself. And maybe that's my lesson with the scleroderma, is now that I have this, I don't get to do much without anybody's help. So anyway, so I've been dealing with this foot issue for months. And finally, I broke down. I think it was the end of July, beginning of August. It flared up again, and I was like, I'm done. So I drove myself to the emergency, or actually, my husband drove me to the emergency room and dropped me off with my daughter. And I basically said to the ER doctor, I'm like, just cut it out. I'm done. I'm done with this. And she looked at me like, I can't do that right now. I said, okay, well then forward me to somebody that can. So she forwarded me to the orthopedic surgeon that I've seen before. And I had to wait a few weeks for that. So the middle of August, I went in and saw him. And he's like, yep, sent me for x-rays. Yep, exactly what you had before. Just now it's on the bottom of your foot, Rochelle. So if you would like, we could do surgery to remove it. I said, absolutely, please do. I'm done. I have no quality of life. Like one day I might be semi-decent and can be moving a little bit. And then the next day I'm in bed again for 3, 4, 5, 6 days, not being able to, spend time with my kids. Thank goodness we have a pool. And most of the summer, my kids just hung out at the pool and I could sit in a gravity chair with my foot up. But I literally have not had a bare foot on that foot without a bandage on it for probably 5 months. Yeah. So anyway, so I went in the next week and called the doctor to set up the appointment, and they had a cancellation like the next week, and I said, I'll take it. And if anybody out there has had calcium deposits removed, you know that it's excruciatingly painful. I also have had, and I've showed you guys my fingers before, you can see how bad they are right now. This one's got it coming up the knuckle here and one growing there. As you can see, this finger's the worst. You can see all that calcium deposit there. And then I have another one. I'm not going to take the bandage off of this one, but this one was really bad too. My finger actually protruded out this way. So I would bang it on stuff, or if I'm washing dishes and I had my gloves on, I would hit it on this because it's not really part of where my skin was supposed to be. So I would hit it on stuff all the time. So excruciatingly painful, like burning. You want to just cry. I do. I get them hit and I literally just cower and I cry because they hurt so bad. So I went through a huge flare at the beginning of the summer due to a stressful event that happened in our family. And I have just not recovered. I'm not back where I need to be. And unfortunately, fortunately, I did have the surgery a week and a half ago now. And I got to tell you, not being able to put pressure on your foot because it's the bottom of my foot. And in order to do it, he had to actually cut the side of my foot. But then I had an open wound on the bottom of my foot. So this needed to drain, but he needed to get the calcium deposit out. And if you know anything about feet, there's a whole bunch of fat right there that you walk on. Otherwise, you'd be walking on bone. It'd be really hard on your feet and very, very painful. So I've got stitches all along the side here. And then I have a stitch that loops through from the side into that calcium deposit that used to be there so it could drain. That is extremely painful. So he's dug all that out and now the skin is dying all around it, which legitimately it needs to. And all the discharge from the calcium deposit is coming out. Now, what does calcium deposit look like in scleroderma when it's coming out of your skin? I can tell you that for a fact. My husband and all my children could tell you what that's like. So first of all, there'll be like a little, like almost like a toothpaste feeling consistency, or it could be pussy depending on if it's not infected, but if it's ready to come out, your body kind of makes this fluid that is going to push it out of your skin. And this finger here, I wish I could show you better on the camera, but I don't think it would show up. I literally have 5 little holes on that spot that my body, and I was visualizing every single night pulling that calcium deposit out. And you know what? It really helped because I've got most of that out. How do I get it out? I know this is going to sound crazy. But once it ruptures, I do have like a needle that I kind of assist it to come out. When it comes out, it is literally like glass or like a bone. It's hard, hard, hard. And I've actually given a chunk to my husband to feel because he was like, what does it feel like? And I'm like, feel it. He's like, oh my God, I can't even imagine that under your skin. I said, yeah, so imagine that under your skin and then you bang it. And he's like, oh, I can't even imagine. That would hurt so bad. I'm like, yes, that's my everyday. Okay. So every day when I go to pick something up, now I have to be so careful and I'm so slow. I feel like a sloth sometimes. Like when I'm going to pick up something out of a jar, or I have to make sure that finger's out of there so that when I get that other finger in there to pull something out, I don't bang that finger or I don't hit it. And as you can see, that's as straight as my hands are. No joke. I'm straightening those as hard as I can, and they're all curling now. So anything that, I need to, like, even putting lotion on my legs. I used to be able to put it on my fingertips, and then whatever. No, I have to put it on my palms of my hands and rub my palms down my legs now, or on my arms or my stomach or wherever I'm putting the cream. I am not the person that has mobility in my hands anymore. So the calcium deposit has been removed. I'm still on recovery. My brain felt a little better today, so I thought I would do a video on it. But my foot is up right now on my coffee table, propped up on a whole bunch of pillows as we speak. And, it's a process. The pain is my daily. And I know that I will heal this, that I will get to a point where this dissipates. I am attacking this dis-ease from all different angles, from all different avenues, mind, body, spirit, you name it. I'm doing it. And you can do it too. There are days that literally I just sat in bed and cried. I did have some painkillers for the pain. They completely destroyed my stomach. I had to stop taking those. My system's so sensitive, and I don't want to put in anything that's going to harm it or make it worse. But at the same time, when I'm in so much pain, I need some relief too. I need some sleep. If I'm not sleeping, I'm not healing. So, I guess my video today was to share my journey right now, where I am right now. I am trying to stay positive. I'm trying to have my mindset. I am trying to move forward. I know that I will heal. This is just a stepping stone on my journey. And that's just the way it is. I was meant to be like this, and I'm going to learn from this journey so that I can help others to be inspired to take their dis-ease and to heal it, and know that the power is within you. Your body is designed to detoxify, to actually heal itself. If we give it the right tools and we do the work, there's a reason for everything. There's no accident in this universe. Anyways, hope you have a fabulous day. I've just uploaded a couple videos, and I would love to have your feedback. How are you healing today? What are you doing today that is going to step you into the best version of yourself? What are you doing? Is it self-care? Is it an awesome diet? Is it sitting in the sunshine for 20 minutes? Is it grounding? Is it going for a walk? Is it spending time with your dog? What is it? Because I'd love to hear it, and I'd love some voices on this channel, and to have you guys be a part of this journey with me. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.